Okay. Welcome back. So today we have I'm switching to last week was my strength week. And this week's like high reps sort of deal, really focusing on pump. Today is just back. So we're starting with pull downs. Um, it's very late. I started really late, but it's fine. Um, Empty gym, so that's always nice. But yeah, so we'll start with pull downs, and the way I've been kind of warming up, so I'll hit the foam roller, do like some band work, get the rotator cuffs warmed up, even like do like some band rows, and then the best way I've found to warm up is whatever movement you're starting with, just do like lightweight. I'm talking like light. Like you'll see what I mean, but and just like focusing on squeezing. If I'm doing pull downs, I'm not typically very explosive with it, but like if I'm doing squats or chest press, I'll try to really like be explosive with it. It's helped a lot, especially for working sets. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. Yeah, so like starting with 40 pounds on this first just warm up set. I'm talking like 40 pounds is nothing, nothing at all. But it'll it'll help you warm up, and then on pull downs, I've been trying to do this right here. So it's like a very small movement, but you'll see my shoulders going back, retracting my scapula, and doing that a few times and then pulling down the weight really helps you get that mind muscle connection. Like this weight, literally nothing, but that's kind of the whole point. You're just warming up with the movement. So now I'll jump it to like 70. And then this next set here, just, more scapular retractions and then pulling down the weight. And then here I'm going to really focus on my lats and making sure I'm squeezing. Just like that. So I'll do one more of this or one more warm up and then get into the actual working set. Okay. I realized I said working set earlier. It's not really going to be a working set. The rep range is supposed to be like it's 4 sets, so it's going to be like 15, 12, 8, 5, or 15, 12, 10, 8, I think. I'll have to look. But I'm not going to go up in weight every time. I'm going to stay at a certain weight. Like I'll do one weight now and then I'll bump it. And then I'll probably go back down. So, not really working sets. One thing I'm trying to work on is staying more upright rather than leaning back. I think the more I lean back, the more I'm gonna like, how do I say this? Like, I'm gonna pull everything with my body weight rather than keeping it strict and letting that mind-muscle connection really work. If that makes sense. That may not make sense. The first example anyway, the body weight. But it's kind of hard to do at first because at first I didn't want to hit myself in the face with the bar. But if you just keep it strict, you can lean back a little bit. I mean, you're not like perfectly vertical, but lean back a smidge bit so you don't hit yourself in the face with the handle. But yeah, it's worked very well so far. It definitely, like this first set, my lats are already pumped. Just because of the fact that you're having that strict form. I mean, your lats are contracting harder, especially at the top of the movement, or the beginning part of the movement. Your lats are having to work a little bit harder, just a little bit, to pull that weight down. So, okay. So I'm gonna move up the weight, and with these sets, I definitely want to get either two failure or as close to failure as possible. So that felt good. I'll stay at that weight for, honestly, probably the last two sets here. It's a pretty good weight to be at, I think. Ooh. Yeah. That weight is becoming heavier and heavier as we go on, but I'll keep it at there. The last set we have is 8 reps, so I'll definitely try to squeeze with those 8 reps. Last set, I'm gonna try and squeeze on all 8 reps. All right. The worst part is I try to keep my thumbs over the bar like I have a hook grip, but I have a bad habit of doing like a full grip with thumbs under. My forearms always give up faster than anything else, which just means I gotta work on my grip strength. But Now we'll move on to T-bar rows. Okay, T-bar rows. I haven't done this one in a while, so my form is probably going to look like shit, but the only way to get good form is to continue to do a movement, so yeah. I only have a 25 on there. I'll throw a 10 on. I think a 25 might be just a hair too light. The thing with T-bar rows is you can never, ever, unless you're like tall. I'm not tall. So for the most part, you can never use big weights. Like a 45-pound plate is probably not going to be ideal because you're going to be here with it. You're going to come up and it's going to hit your chest before you even come halfway. Honestly, if you're tall, it's still going to hit your chest. So on this, always use smaller plates, which means the heavier you go, you're going to have to use like 25s, 10s, and it's going to get kind of tedious, especially when you take the weight off. You're going to be taking off all these 25s. So yeah, let's get to this. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure that looked terrible, but whatever. Still gonna get a good squeeze. That wasn't even English, I don't think. Still getting a good squeeze. I did 15, so we're gonna add another 10. Yeah. Or you can actually, we'll just add a 25. And then you do 12. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright. Oh. You know what's something satisfying? Look at these plates. You see how, like, they line up? Like, you can turn them and they, like, line up like that? Isn't that cool? That's kind of neat is all. I've never seen plates that do that. It's just satisfying. You can turn them and it's like, oh, they're in sync. That's cool. Yeah. Next set. Ow. Oh, my calf. What the? That probably looked terrible. I have to work on that. My calf cramped. That's what that was, but I think I can go down in weight. Just my form, I don't even have to rewatch it. I don't have to rewatch it. I know my form looks like shit, so I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna take the 10 off and go down. God, man, my calf cramped in the middle of it. That really sucked. Alright, next set here, I lowered the weight. Let's see how this one goes. Hopefully my calf doesn't cramp again. Okay. Oops. I'm getting the rhythm back a little bit. I came up a little bit with the handle. I just thinking about something I think it'd be good to talk about. So, I have been asked before, how did I gain weight? Or some people have asked me, how do I lose weight? And normally this conversation is started by, they've seen things online, on YouTube, on websites or whatever, on Instagram, and there's so much information out there that they don't know what to do. And that is called paralysis by analysis. It's where there's just so much information out there that you don't know where to start. And it was a very real thing because I struggled with it. And it is something that I believe kills a lot of dreams, a lot of goals. Because, I mean, at this day and age, there really is just so much out there. And I believe one of the things you have to do is, for one, you do have to nitpick. And I would be very specific to your body type. But if you are, of course, I'm not a professional by any means, so you can take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But if you are, say you want to gain weight, right? Or lose weight, what I would immediately do is go and look at what your macros are to do those things. It's called, I think it's called calorie calculator. You'll put in your information, like your weight, your height, how many days you work out, and it will put together how many calories you need to either bulk or lose weight. So that's a place to start, to at least know the foundation of how much you need to eat in a day. The other thing I would do, you're going to see a lot of information. I would say there's more information about losing weight than there is gaining weight. Losing weight and gaining weight are going to be different for every person. If you're losing weight, you might be someone who can, fix your calories to your calorie deficit. You'll do that, and then you'll fast or something. And then that weight might just fall off of you. Or you may be the kind of person that needs to work a little more harder. And you're going to have to fast, be in a calorie deficit, do cardio, work out, drink 1.5 gallons of water, and be strict as hell. No junk food, no bread. You might be that person. There's not just two types. There's a million different kinds of ways and reasons. But the point is, for that is, and bulking, your situation, or excuse me, that's not the way to put that. Everyone's going to have a different way. It is possible that some way that you see on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, that way might work for you, or it may not. Everyone has a different body type, everyone's body reacts differently. So I'm kind of getting ahead of myself with it, but the bottom line of that is, where I would start, where I have started, is go to calorie calculator. You can, even if that's not the name, you can still search that, and I'm willing to bet the first thing that's going to come up is exactly what I'm talking about. Enter your information, it will calculate what macros you need to do, and then I would immediately download MyFitnessPal, and enter everything that you need, or I'm sorry, everything that you eat in a day. I have not gone on a weight loss journey myself, so the extent of my knowledge kind of ends there with that. I have bulked. I was 90 pounds, and I bulked to what I'm at now is almost 145. So if you're bulking, everyone says that they eat this amount of food in a day, and they still can't put on weight. And I tell them, I guarantee you're not eating as much as you think you are. If that's you, just do this one time. Don't add anything, don't look at anything. Just download MyFitnessPal, and throughout the day, enter in your calories. I guarantee you that you are not eating as much as you should be. It's, especially if you're eating clean, bro, you're going to be shocked that if you're eating clean, your calories are going to be much less. I mean, cleaner foods have less calories. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. So yeah, just do that. Yeah, bottom line, yeah, do calorie calculator, download MyFitnessPal. Yeah, that'll be the place to start. After that, I would do your own research and just figure out what works best for you. Everyone's got a different body type. Just yeah. Play around with it, figure out what works for you. Let's get into this next set. All right, let's move on to the plate loaded row. All right, plate loaded row. This one, oh, that's not a good noise. This one's interesting just because of the fact that you can't do it single-handed, which kind of sucks. Oh, jeez. All right. I mean, you could go single-handed with it. You would just have to lower the weight a lot because both handles will move. This is also Prime equipment. Prime equipment's very nice. You can put the weight at different levels so you feel it at different parts of the movement. It's very nice. Good idea. Good stuff, really. The squeeze on this machine is phenomenal. just when I'm complimenting the machine, I'm pretty certain when I got over here I was complaining about it, but after this we'll do cable rows, and then that's it. A lot of rows in this back day. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have another back day this week that's more pull down variations. So yeah, I think what I'll do is save camera battery. I'm not going to film the last 2 sets of this, and then I'll just move to cable rows. Alright, I may not film the entirety of this movement just because my camera battery is getting low. So for rows, for cable rows in particular, I have not been putting my feet, the edge was right there, I have not been putting my feet there. I've been putting it on like this front pad where the handle's at. I don't know, it's just felt better. So yeah, that's all I had to say about that. Let's do some cable rows. Oh, what the? Am I stupid? Hang on, this thing might be broken. Am I insane? What? Oh, it's broken. Wait, hang on a second, sports fans. This might be broken. Oh, it is. Oh, no. Dude, oh, that sucks. The cable's like... Alright, I'll just show you. I need to explain it. I can just show you. It's like... The cable is not on the thing there. That's unfortunate. Give me some time to think. Okay, we're just gonna finish off with 2 sets of single arm cable pullovers. That sucks. I was kind of excited to do cable rows, but you know, you can't win them all. Actually, I tried something last time. Yeah. Okay, I'll explain a little bit what I did there when I turned. So, as you saw, I started like this, and then I turned a little bit. Recently doing those, if I turn, I just get a better squeeze out of it, to be honest. I go close to failure on this, but it's best to stop before it turns into just a tricep, pull down. Tricep pull down? No, tricep like extension. My brain's fried. I can't think of whatever tricep. But you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, but best to stop the movement before it gets to the point to where you're just doing this. Okay. Camera battery's about to die. I'm gonna do one more set of this, and then we'll check the pump. Alright. Quick pump check. Let me take this off real quick. how well it's going to be, but I don't know how well you can see. I feel like the lighting here is kind of awkward. Like this real quick. Okay. All right. That's the end of this workout. Pretty good back pump. I like these higher rep days compared to the strength week. I have quads tomorrow. I'll probably try and record that one. But yeah. Appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. I'll see you.